Hi folks, how's it going? Welcome to another video, and this is going to be my CDi Games Collection, or Philips CDi Games Collection. Now this was actually kind of inspired by Dancentralz video, where basically he showed his Philips CDi Games Collection, which was actually quite impressive, the amount of games he got for it. Yeah, and he was talking about, how people should be, showing more love for the CDi. He's completely right. As he said, there are some crap games in there, but there are actually some really good games as well. It was one of my childhood systems. I always preferred, the Mega Drive and the original PlayStation. But I still like the Philips CDi. So that's my system down there. You can see that. It's a bit dusty, but yeah, that's that. And if I'll turn it on, I'll show you. There is a problem with it, which happens to a lot of CDIs. When you press the open close button, it shuts completely, but obviously it makes that a terrible racket. So yeah, I actually got this about, I don't know, about almost 2 years ago maybe. About a year and a half anyway, I would say. Because my old one basically conked out, it wasn't loading the discs. It had the same problem with the noise with the, disk drive. But it didn't actually shut completely, it always got jammed and, sometimes it wouldn't open correctly and things. So there's the CDI system, better turn it off before everybody forget. There's my microwave going off in the background. And for controllers we have this one, which basically moves around like that, and you like fire and stuff. I didn't like this very much at all. It just doesn't feel right, like the movement of the stick. It just feels too like slippery. So can't say I'm a fan of that. And we've got this, which I don't actually remember using this, but that feels really stiff. But I don't know if it'll work right. I've never actually used it for myself. Because this was actually my dad's back in the day. He had the CDi, he had all the games and the controllers, he bought them all. Apart from one game that I bought myself. But yeah, it's a bit stiff, but I don't know, maybe probably still better than that one. And then we have got, once I find it, this one, which is definitely my favourite. Yeah, it's like a Sega Mega Drive controller wrong, isn't it? With the three buttons and the analog stick thing, or directional button, D-pad, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better, guys. I think they're battery operated, them ones, where this one's obviously got a connector cable. So yeah, that's definitely my favourite controller. And then we have the gun with tons of cobwebs in it. Aye. Bloody spiders down there. Yeah, we've got the gun, which you can play games with, and where is it? There. That's the tracking device, or the laser thing, whatever you want to call it. Hello. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. So guns in really good working order as well, apart from obviously being a bit dusty. But yeah, it was pretty damn cool back in the day playing a game with a gun, shooting things. And before we go through and get into the games, I'll show you the ones that are here, because these are the games that work with the gun. And I believe to play these you actually need the, what was it called again? There's a thing that goes into the back of the CDi, which I've got in that console, and I've also got a spare one through there from my old CDi as well. But yeah, these are gun games. Mad Dog Macquarie. Bloody difficult game, I tell you. But yeah, really good. Crime Patrol, which was actually, as you can see, it's like real life actors and that. This is actually probably one of the easier ones, Crime Control, or Crime Patrol, there we go. We've got Thunder in Paradise with, of course, Hulk Hogan. It was actually quite a hard game as well, I thought. Again, it's got real actors in it as well. We've got Who Shot Johnny Rock. I actually like this one because there was actually like 5 different 5 or 6 different people who actually shot Johnny Rook, you know, and like every time you play through the game it was completely random who actually shot him. So I guess you kind of guess who shot him. It's actually quite cool in that way. And we have got The Last Bounty Hunter, which wasn't actually too bad either. That was definitely the most difficult. I've never actually completed that even to this day, but I've completed all the other ones. But yeah, The Last Bounty Hunter. I used to have Mad Dog 2, but my dad sold it. I think it was, I don't know, rare or something, I don't know. But he ended up selling it, so I've not got that anymore. So that's basically the gun games, and I will take you through and show you the rest of them. But this is what I was originally talking about, the CDi digital video cartridge. It's actually quite a heavy piece of hardware. But yeah, that goes into the back of the Philips CDi, and that allows you to play the games like those gun games that I showed you, the ones that have got like real actors and that in them, and they need a lot more, you know, I don't know, to run them, I suppose you could say. So that's that. That's from my old CDi, the one that broke. So I've got one spare, which is pretty damn cool. So I'll put that down here. And yeah, we'll get on with the games. Now I don't collect CDi games anymore. I've never collected them. My dad just bought them back in the day, but I've never collected them. There's only one CDi game I bought, and that was with my new Philips CDi, the one in the living room. Because I paid for the new CDi after the old one broke. The other one I bought was this game, Keter, which is quite a cool game actually. I remember having it back in the day, but I don't know what happened to it, so I wanted to buy it back. It's basically like some kind of like obstacle avoiding game. You're in a spaceship, you've got to avoid these obstacles, and then once you get to your destination you've got to solve a puzzle. So it was actually quite an interesting game. You can see all the cases are broken, so, but it's got a manual and that in there. But yeah, there's a Keter, quite a good game actually. Next got Rise of the Robots, which was kind of good. It looked good, but it didn't really play, you know, brilliantly. I think it was also on the Sega Mega Drive Genesis. A lot of people absolutely hate this game, you know. But yeah, Rise of the Robots. I used to like it when I was younger, so that's that. And next we've got Doing the Business. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. Next we have CD Shoot, which is another gun game, where basically it's a clay pigeon shooting. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Didn't really like it too much. There wasn't really much to it. I think it was more or less just practice for your, you know, your gun controller. It was good for practice, but apart from that, that was about it really. And then we had Video Speedway, which I don't remember playing that. But yeah, there's a Video Speedway. The ultimate racing experience, apparently. Next we've got CD Online Issue, whatever that is. Something to do with the internet for the CDi, I don't know. No idea. Next we've got Black Rain, which I think is a movie, which you could play on your CDi. So, never watched that. Got CDi Games Preview. So it's like demos, but I don't think you can play them. I think it was just like videos, like game trailers or whatever you want to call them. So it was that. Next we got Solar System, which was an interactive learning game. Basically, you got this guy here telling you about all the different planets. So you could like click on what you wanted him to talk about, and things like that. Yeah, I quite liked it when I was younger. So yeah, that's that. Next we have International Tennis Open, which I did actually really like back in the day. I thought it was a pretty damn cool tennis game. Pretty damn cool. Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia for the CDi. I don't remember anything about that. So we've got the Palm Springs Open, which is a golf game. My dad really enjoyed this game back in the day, but I didn't like it too much. I thought it was quite difficult. Next we've got Striker Pro, football game. It's lost its cover. There's the back. And I actually quite enjoyed this back in the day. I don't think my dad was a big fan of it, but I enjoyed it. Really good game. Seventh Guest, which you'd also get on PC. I've never actually completed this game. I used to play it quite a bit back in the day. It was actually kind of creepy. Quite a creepy game. You just go around this house and you've got to like solve puzzles and things, and this monster comes out of the soup, and there's some really creepy things happen in the game. And yeah, I was just never really good at puzzles when I was younger. So I'm going to wait until it drops in price on Steam, and I'm going to buy it on PC. Mega Maze, which is quite a good game. It was a maze game. It's quite an interesting game actually, because if you go up, these steel balls go up as well, because you're not in the mazes alone. There's these enemy balls, these grey balls. And if you move up, the grey balls move up, you move down, the grey balls move down. So basically they follow every move that you do, so you've got to kind of like strategize to work your way around the mazes. But yeah, Mega Maze, really enjoyed that one. Next we got Little Devil, which was a game I played quite a lot back in the day. I didn't actually make much progress in it, because I just got really lost inside the labyrinth. And you needed like certain items for certain like challenges and that, and I always just couldn't find the bloody items. But yeah, and the creepy spider there. Oh, terrifying spider. But yeah, it was a good game. I think that's also on Steam as well, so I might pick it up on that at some point. Chaos Control, with the Statue of Liberty there. It was some shooting game. It was like Unreal shooting game, so it's kind of like an early Time Crisis or something, I don't know. But I don't think you shoot humans, I think you like shoot like spaceships and things. But it was quite cool. Personally, I wasn't really good at it. And next we got Flashback, which I really couldn't get into. I think this was on the Sega Mega Drive. I could be wrong. Probably on PC as well. But yeah, there's Flashback. Some spacey kind of game. I think we've got a demo. I think it's a demo. Yeah, I think so. Micro Machines. I'm pretty sure that was a demo. I always remember that guy, Spider. Fantastic name. But yeah, Micro Machines demo. Grand Prix Special. Not really big into F1 games, so I didn't really play that much. But I don't even know if I played it at all. We've got USA 94 World Cup. Can't remember playing that. I think it's a demo. For demonstration only, so it must be a demo or I don't know, a trailer or something, I don't know. Michael Barrymore live for the CDi. That's quite interesting. Never watched it. I think my dad was a fan, or my mum was a fan back in the day. Same with Andrew Lloyd Webber. Just, I don't know, videos or something, I don't know. I've got Mystic Midway, which was a fantastic game, or I should say Mystic Midway Phantom Express. This was the second game. You're on a roller coaster, you've got to shoot things. This guy criticising you all the time. It was actually quite a lot of fun actually. Really enjoyed this game. Not as much as the original, but yeah, still a really good game. And you have to get like so much score and stuff to progress in the game. So, and yet again, it says Mystic Midway, the Rest in Pieces, which is my personal favourite Mystic Midway game. Probably one of my favourite games on the CDi as well. Again, you're in like some kind of like shooting gallery, you've got to like shoot so many targets and that. These monsters move around, you've got to shoot them, try and work out their what's going on there? Try and work out their movement pattern. You know, try and get as many points as you can. Again, you need so many points to progress in the game, you know. And there's a spider again. And I had Cluedo as well. I don't know where that's went. Used to have Cluedo as well. It used to be in a big box. It's probably under my bed. I'll check after this. And the last game we have is Steel Machine, which I don't think I played much of a Steel Machine. So I'm getting really distracted right now. You like move from left to right and stuff. I think you have to like shoot enemies and that. I don't really remember playing much of this. I always thought it was quite difficult. So yeah, there's a steel machine. So yeah, well, I'll just check and see if I've got that Cluedo game. Right, I'm back. No, I couldn't find it. I hooked under my bed, I hooked everywhere, and no, just disappeared. I don't know. It's probably under there somewhere, but there's a whole load of stuff under my bed, and there's a lot of noise bloody going outside. I think my next door neighbour's daughter got stung by a wasp or something. There's a lot of screaming going on. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it, guys, for my Philips CDi Games Collection. Again, I'm not collecting for it. It's just something to have, you know. There's not actually many consoles. You don't actually see many consoles going around. I mean, you often see them popping up on eBay for like £60 with some games and controllers and things. So they're not really that expensive, considering how old they are. You know, it just sold really, really badly, and considered one of the worst consoles of all time, which is it's quite unfair. You know, especially if you've grown up with it. You've got some, fond memories of some of the games. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, guys, I'll call it here. And yeah, check out Dancentralz video if you're interested in the Philips CDi. He's got a lot more games than I've got. I was really impressed with how many games he's got. So if you're watching, your video is bloody awesome. And it's good to see more people showing love for the CDi. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all later. See you guys. Thanks for watching.